In this video, I'm talking about one of the major hurdles home sellers face when selling their home, and that's the inspections, and how you can take control of the situation so that you can protect your sales price. And we're getting started right now. Welcome back, Northeast Ohio homeowners, to the video series on how to prepare your Cleveland home for sale. I'm Christine Pappas, your local realtor and host for the series. Today we're going to be discussing three key things. That's the city point of sale inspection, buyer's inspections, and why it's so important to have a pre-listing inspection. Let's start with city point of sale inspections. Some cities, not all cities, but a number of cities do require you to have a point of sale inspection in order for you to sell your home. These point of sale inspections can range from exterior only, exterior and interior. They can include sanitary lines, septic systems, and they could be various degrees of all of them. Many times, homeowners don't even realize that they are required by city ordinance to have a point of sale inspection until they're meeting with their real estate agent. So when you're getting ready to sell your house, give your city a call to see if they require a point of sale inspection. If there is a point of sale requirement, then you'll fill out an application with the city and pay an application fee. They'll then schedule a time to come out and complete that inspection. Once it's completed, they'll provide you with either a certificate of compliance or a list of violations. If you're given a list of violations, then those violations are required to be completed prior to the transfer of the house. In some instances, the buyer can assume those violations, but that is a big if. And if the buyer does assume those violations, then expect some financial negotiations to take place in order for the buyer to assume those violations. There are also times when a violation cannot be corrected prior to transfer, such as trying to replace a sidewalk block and you cannot due to weather. The city will have designated an estimated cost to repair that violation. So in those instances, the homeowner would take the estimation from the city, place those funds into a designated escrow account for the home buyer to access those funds after the property is transferred and the new buyer has taken possession of the house. Please know, depending on the depth and type of these point of sale inspections, these violations can be quite costly to a homeowner. So to avoid any unwanted and unpleasant surprises, give your city a call to find out if they're going to require a point of sale inspection and what's involved with that point of sale inspection. Now, moving on to home buyer inspections. Some of the more common requests we see are general home inspections, radon test, septic or well system inspections, mold or lead-based paint, or pest or wood-destroying insect inspections. Though these are the most common inspections, buyers can also request other inspections depending on the situation. For instance, a buyer may request a structural engineer for an old home or if a home is showing signs of distress in a basement. So what do these inspections entail? A general home inspection is a complete visual inspection inside and outside of the home. The general home inspector will take note of anything that is not working at all, not working properly, is not up to code, and is unsafe. And depending on the size of the home, it could take the general home inspector anywhere between 2 to 6 hours to complete the inspection. Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States. You cannot see it, taste it, or smell it. So radon tests are common for a home buyer to request. A radon test is a test to see how much, if any, radon gas is being trapped inside a home. So a machine is placed in the lowest part of the home, and it's run for approximately 48 to 72 hours and measures the amount of radon gas per hour. The inspector then comes back and picks up the machine and records and reports the findings. For a mold or lead test, the inspector will take various samples throughout the house, and those samples will be sent to a lab for diagnosis and results. A visual inspection of the home and grounds is done for pest and wood-destroying insects. A visual inspection along with a dye test will be done for a septic system. And a visual inspection along with water samples for testing will be done for a well system. The contract will specify how long a home buyer has to complete and respond to any inspections performed, and will provide the options the buyer has to respond to the inspection results and the length of time the buyer and seller has to come to a resulting resolution. Seller beware. Nowadays, home buyers tend to use the inspections as a renegotiating opportunity, and this can cut right into the profits you were counting on. If you're like most sellers, you're dreading the inspection process and maybe even having sleepless nights wondering what mysteries the inspections might uncover, wondering how it will affect the profits on your home, or worse yet, will it cancel the sale altogether? And here's where a pre-listing inspection comes in. To help preserve the sale price of your home and the completion of the sale, I highly recommend being proactive in this process by having a pre-listing general home inspection done on your home. Of course, your home buyer may also want to inspect or test for any of the other common items already mentioned, or maybe even another item that they deem necessary. And your buyer may even decide to go ahead and have their own general home inspection done. However, it has been our experience that having at least a pre-listing general home inspection helps to preserve the already agreed upon sales price and the actual completion of the sale. Plus, you get the added benefits of reducing the stress and worry by putting the power and knowledge into your hands. The inspection helps you to learn about issues the house may have that you are unaware of and provides you with the opportunity to correct these problems prior to listing the house. It helps you to save thousands of dollars on what if and perception cost of an unknown flaw. We know that if a buyer's inspection reveals a flaw, that would cost, say, maybe $1,000 to repair. That $1,000 is going to equate to $3,000 to $5,000 in a buyer's mind. Because it's become a trend with buyers to renegotiate after inspections, the what-ifs and incorrect perception costs can result in thousands of dollars off your already agreed-upon price. Buyers see flaws found during their inspections to be far worse than if those same flaws were disclosed upfront. When you complete a pre-listing inspection, it will give you time to shop around for a fair price for any needed repairs. Last-minute repairs, such as those done during the selling process, typically cost much more than those done with more careful planning. Plus, you typically only have 3 to 5 days to deal with buyer inspection findings. And what can make that even worse is when 2 of those days are weekend days. Then you may not be able to get a hold of the appropriate contractors, making it almost impossible to make an informed decision before the deadline. By having a general home pre-inspection completed, you'll be providing valuable information about your home and sending a message that you are honest and upfront about your home's details. When you share the findings of the report, you appear knowledgeable about the true condition of the house. The transparency of the situation increases the buyer's trust and credibility of the seller. From the eyes of a buyer touring dozens of homes, this really stands out to them and becomes very appreciated in their decision-making process. and you'll see that translated in the offer they provide to you. It not only allows you to have full disclosure of a problem, but it also becomes a marketable part of your home's listing. Setting aside any problems the home inspection might find, think of all the things that will get good marks, like perhaps the good roof, a great working HVAC system, quality plumbing, lack of termite damage, or whatever else the inspection finds. The positives can be as important as any negatives the inspection may reveal. The positives can then be highlighted and showcased while marketing the home. And if the inspection ends up revealing that the house has major issues, then disclosing those issues up front will actually result in attracting the right buyer for the house. For example, if it turns out that the house is really a fixer-upper, or on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 4 and not an 8, then the optimum buyer is one who is willing, ready, and able to take on repairs and the cost of those repairs. So then you won't waste time on a buyer who is looking for everything to be done and in move-in condition. Providing your potential home buyer with a pre-listing inspection report provides an added cost-saving benefit to a buyer who accepts your inspection without paying for one on their own. Because it has become the norm with home buyers to use the inspections as a renegotiating opportunity with the home seller, it is in your best interest to go ahead and have those pre-listing inspections completed. It will definitely help to preserve the agreed upon sale price and help you to bring that sale to a close. If this has given you a good overview and better understanding of the home inspection process before and during the home sale, then give this video a like. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so that you'll be notified of our latest videos that will help you buy your next house or sell your current one in the shortest amount of time for the most amount of money that you can get. Thanks again for watching these videos, and until the next one, you have yourself a great day. Bye.